live this morning on KFMK in Houston.
Over 8,000 people right here in my backyard. H-Town, baby. And so now it's time for us to accelerate and to put your dreams in motion. All that we're gonna do in 2020 starts right now. We're gonna put them in motion. 1, 2, 3.
We barely scratched the scratch of the surface. But there's so much more that we can do with IGO, and we're gonna do it.
U stands for something. Loyalty. Unity. And edification.
Yeah, I accelerated. I'm going fast now. You know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. They tryna catch up, but ain't fast enough. We don't win, it's unanimous. Alright, threw a boomerang, never threw a plane. When somewhere it never rains. Yeah, we
So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, one who even as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States, I'm inspired by what you do. Therefore I proclaim this day, February 23rd, 2020, as Earlene and Holton Bugs Day.
Yeah, foot on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated. 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated. Always first, never coming last. I accelerated. Take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated. You know what?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to anyone on the line. My name is Dawn Farbit, and I, along with my husband, Williston Farbit of 26 years, are Sapphire ambassadors in this new technology company. I want to welcome you to this amazing opportunity call, and I'm going to be giving you a whole lot of information. So I suggest that you get a piece of paper and a pen so that you can write down any questions that come to mind. At the end of the presentation, we will get any questions that you have answered. So the reason you are on the call today is because someone thought a lot about you, and you need to thank that person because they wanted to invite you to hear about the #1 fastest growing home-based business of 2019. I'm excited to share this with you. I want you to write in the chat the name of the person who invited you. The company I'm going to be talking about is iBoomerang. And when you throw out a real boomerang, if you throw it out correctly, it comes back to you. iBoomerang's philosophy is that if you throw out a boomerang and we throw a goodwill, that's going to come back to us in the form of commissions. So we're putting some positive energy out. Whatever you put out, that's what you're going to attract. iBoomerang pre-launched in March of 2019 and fully launched September 2019. So we are just over 14 months old. However, we look like a company that's over 20 years old just by our achievements thus far. We are currently in over 169 countries. And I just want to give you a little bit of background about myself. I am currently the admissions manager of the Bermuda Hospital Board. And in that role, I am responsible for the registrations of King Edward Memorial Hospital, MWI, as well as the Urgent Care Center. I also have over 15 years experience as a fund accountant in the fund administration and investment industry. And I left the private sector not knowing, having to make a decision to leave to go to the hospital to take on a supervisory job and taking a pay cut, but making that decision to say that I was going to make it work. Okay, so this is what we're going to be asking you guys to do now. I want you to put your thinking caps on, your business hats on, because at the end of this presentation, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to come to a crossroad, and you could say that on May 31st, 2020, I listened to a presentation done by Dawn Farbitt. This is 10 years down the road, and I decided to partner with this company. And this is why I have the success that I have in my life right now. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get right into the presentation. So guys, I want you to think about where you are right now. Just think about when you're in the mall, when you go to that big window and that big board, and it says, this is where you are. And you're looking to get to JCPenney, and it will tell you where you have to go. This is what we're going to be doing right now. Think about where you are, where you would like to be, and what plan do you have in place to get you there, if any. Because we're going to be looking at 4 ways to produce income: linear income versus leverage and residual income. Okay, if you look at the quadrant on the right, you see that we have the E, the S, the B, and the I quadrant. Most of us are familiar with the E quadrant, as this is what we have been trained and conditioned to be. We have been conditioned and trained to be employees. Being an employee makes up for about 95% of the population, and it creates a huge dependency on ourselves. So being an employee, the E quadrant, that means that you have a job. Having a job means that someone tells you when you have to come to work, what hours you have to make. They tell you how much you're going to be paid per hour. They tell you when you can take vacation, how much vacation you can have. They tell you when you can be sick and how many times a year you can be sick. This is an employee. This isn't a job, sorry. You have no leverage. It's 5% of the wealth, and the amount of active work you do determines your income. So you exchange your time for money. Being self-employed is just that now you earn that job. You still have no leverage. The amount of active work you do determines your income, because you have to exchange your time for money. Meaning that if you're self-employed and you're doing hair, or you're doing nails, or anything like that, anything that requires your time, and you can't come to work for whatever reason, you might be sick, you might be on vacation, you might be injured, whatever reason, you can't exchange your time for money, that means that you don't get paid. We want to shift, guys, to the right side of the quadrant, whereas for the B quadrant, you are a business owner, you earn a system, you have leverage. This is where 95% of the wealth is. Your income does not depend on your active work. People work with you, and then you earn. Or an investor, where you earn investments. This is 5% of the population. They have more leverage. Their income does not depend on active work, and the money works for them. So we're looking at an opportunity where your money can work for you while you are asleep. As I said, the company is iBoomerang. Okay, this company is a technology company. Technology. We might have some travel aspects to this company, but this is not a travel company. So a quick disclaimer is that iBoomerang cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn money within our program. Why? Because we are looking to get business owners, and business owners are going to determine how much they make. If you want guaranteed income, that is the E quadrant. That is a job. Okay. So we don't know what your work ethic is going to be like. We don't know what your commitment level is going to be like, but we can tell you that the work that you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So it's time for network marketing to evolve. What does that mean? It means we are looking to give our customers a first-class consumer experience. Why? Because when customers have a first-class experience, we call that customer amazement. And to me, that means that they're going to come back. They're going to be repeat customers. You all know when you go somewhere and you get that excellent service, you're happy to go back to be treated right. We all want to be treated correctly, right? So we're going to give success without selling to our ambassadors. Our ambassadors is just another name for the business owner. Why? Because no one wants to sell, and no one wants to be sold to. So we're looking to take the network marketing industry from the taxi cab era, where customers pay more and only the strong recruiters win, into the modern era, where you make money only when your customers save money. And you have technology in place to ensure that the ambassadors succeed. So every ship is only as good as its captain. Guys, our captain, Mr. Holton Buggs, he is the Michael Jordan of the industry. He is the top money earner in this industry, and he is the CEO and chairman of iBoomerang. So from 1990 to 1997, he earned less than $500 per month. Less than $500 per month. Did he quit? No. He used this time, these 7 years, to become coachable, teachable, and trainable. And he had his desires in front of him. His why was so big that he did not quit. He wanted to learn about people. He was reading books. He was studying the industry. And in 1997, he developed a formula, a system to achieve rapid success. In 2009, Mr. Buggs had record-breaking earnings record-breaking earnings, and his sales skyrocketed to where he supported over 45 people into becoming millionaires. Over 45 people. So when he decided to do iBoomerang, that was because he was finished with his last project. He had maxed out the compensation plan. He had no reason to go and start up his own company. However, he wanted to make this his legacy move. He wanted to come back and fix the industry because he felt that network marketing was broken, that the people were perfect, but the industry was broken, and this was his legacy play. Him, along with his wife, Miss Arlene Buggs, they decided to start iBoomerang. And guys, every company rises and falls on leadership. iBoomerang, Mr. Buggs has hand-selected his leadership team. And I can tell you that this leadership team has over 200 years experience, okay, on this slide alone. So how will we bring this vision to the world? It all starts with the PREB. What is the PREB? The PREB is our product. The PREB is technology. The PREB is our Alexis, our Siri. This is what we are going to be showing you, how the PREB is going to work for you, and it stands for Perpetual Residual Income Builder. What does that mean? It means that if you do something once, you're going to be paid for it over and over again. Just like Michael Jackson, how his family is still earning from what he did when he was on earth. This is something that you can build to your children, to your children's children. It is a system. It is a technology, okay? So what does this technology do, and how can it support you? It's going to obtain data analytics and artificial intelligence, and it's going to incorporate world-class people power. And this is how it's going to assist you with your customers. It's going to do all the selling for you. It's going to do all the follow-up. It's going to do the upselling. Why? Because we don't want you to sell to anybody, and nobody wants you to be selling to them either. If you decide to build a team, the PREB is going to welcome your team members. It's going to assist with orientation, all the training, the upgrading. It's going to promote your events, and it's going to help with the retention. So the PREB will do for you what you don't want to do for yourself. So how do we get our customers into the PREB? Remember, our product is the PREB, and we need to get some customers into the PREB because this is what we're doing. We're handing out technology, a technology company. Well, our first door to the PREB is iGo. iGo is a travel site. However, this is not our only product. We just start with travel because it's easy and attractive. This is nothing that you have ever heard of before. So you don't need to run for cover thinking that you're going to be a part of a travel company. You are not. And if you do that, you're going to miss the opportunity. So iGo is the front door to the PREB. Why? Because travel is attractive. And you have to agree that everybody likes to travel. But remember, this is not our product. This is just the front door. We have a whole mention going to be going on. This is just the front door because it's easy to attract customers in. And confirmation of that, as you look at, if you see in our first 12 months, we obtained 500,000 customers. Why? Because it's a travel platform. Everyone wants to do it. It's exciting. Okay, so iGo is our front door into the PREB. Why? Because travel is an $8 trillion industry. You go to all of the sites online to try and get savings, but all of those sites are owned by two marketing companies. Booking Holdings and Expedia Group. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because it's not about travel, but these two companies booked over $190 billion in 2018. Guys, wouldn't you want a piece of that pie? Even if you don't want to do travel, wouldn't you want a piece of that pie? We don't even have to have a whole piece. We just need a sliver, just like a rim or some crumbs. Because what we're going to do with our platform is that we're going to pass the backdoor savings, the wholesale savings on to you. And how do we get that? Because we become members. We become members of a private site, and our membership gives us 70%, and we are able to pass on 35% to our customers, which is half of what we get. So you're looking at a 5-star lifestyle with 3-star prices. We have core services of hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights, homes, weeks, marketplace, timeshare earners. We also have additional lifestyle activities, rewards, and savings. And this is shore excursions, theme parks, outdoor activities, shopping rewards, golfing, wine club, gift cards, restaurant savings, worldwide tours, and emergency travel services. But let me tell you this. I know people say that they've been involved in travel companies, but this company, as I said, we don't do travel agent work. So we don't get commissions on when people travel. What we do is we give people savings. We give free websites. So when we get rewarded with cold hard cash. No reward credits, no points, no tickets or discount travel. We get rewarded with cash. We have a price guarantee where if you find a lower price online on any other site, we will refund you 110% of the difference. So let's do this last slide so we could get away from the travel part of it. We have Paris, France. This is a 4-star hotel that Travelocity has for $440. It is $130 per night on our site. Travelocity, $440 per night. iGo site, $130. That's a savings of $310. Now, you know, you're not going to go all the way to Paris for no one night. You're going to do at least 5 nights. So in that case, you're going to save about $1,500 for 5 nights. Imagine doing 7 nights, a whole week. That's over $2,100 saved. So guys, if for nothing else, if you are one that does travel and you want to join this company just to take advantage of this up to 70% savings off, discounts off, then you can just do that. And you can be satisfied with that. Okay? You have hotel reservations, just like any other site. Mr. Holton Buggs Jr., he took a trip and he wanted to go and see what service that, if he was to purchase this company, what type of service would he get if he's paying a discounted price? He wanted to make sure that the customers were still going to be treated with that same quality service, even though they had a discount. So he went and he booked and he saved $1,589. His reservation was $1,348.94. So guys, he saved more than he actually spent, and then had reward credits of $1,687 that he could apply to any future travel things that he did. So what does this look like? How do you earn? And this is where I'm going to show you the difference and why iBoomerang is just different. This is you. You decide that you're going to go ahead and take a trip. Remember, as ambassadors, we got 70% off. So we are able to offer you 50% of that, which is 35%. So that means the other 50%, after you use your 50%, comes back to us because we're allotted the full 70%. So this is you. You're going to throw out a boomerang to your customers. What is a boomerang doing? It is just a 6-digit code. It's just a code for them to go to a site. A free website is free. It's a value of over $20,000, but they get it for free because you're the member and you're giving them access through your membership. Okay, they get it for free. They go on and they save $212. Well, guess what? That other 50% comes back to you because if that was you, you'll be saving $424, right? They save $212 as your guest, your customer, and you get paid $106. So that means if they save $1,000, you're going to get paid $500. If they save $2,000, you're going to get $1,000. And what's going to happen? The other 35% is going to go into commissionable volume, which I will discuss in 2 slides over. But just remember this green circle because I'm going to refer to it. And the commissionable volume will be $74 that goes toward all of your other business partners. Okay, so what does this customer acquisition model look like? Like I said, this is you. You decide you want to go out and get some customers. It could be your friends, your family, your co-workers, your church members, your teammates, whoever it is. You go out and get 10 customers. Throw them a boomerang. The average annual savings on a boomerang is about $600 per year. This means that for 10 customers, they're going to save $6,000. And guess what, guys? That boomerang is going to come back to you, and 50% is going to be $3,000 per year. What can you do with that? I know in Bermuda, what do we do every year? We have to license and insure our car. So that's a good start, but you might want more than that. You might need more than that. You might need to pay off a loan. You might need to pay off a mortgage, get a house. You might need to educate your children. You might need to pay school fees. You might need to look after your parents, travel the world. Whatever it is that you need, whatever your why is and what's important to you, you decide how much you're going to make. So add a 0 to that and make it 100 customers. That means your travel savings bonus will be $30,000 a year. That's conservative. Get a little bit more aggressive. Make it 1,000 customers. We have people who have, one lady has 3,000 customers, her own customers. Make it 1,000. That's $300,000 a year. So if you want to go and build a team, this is the team builder model. Why would you want to build a team? Because with a team, you have more leverage. You can't go and get 500 customers by yourself. You might need the assistance of a team. It's all about customer acquisition. So you build a team. You might not build it with 50 people. You might build it with 25 people. And those 25 might get 2 people. However you want to do it. Build yourself a team of 50. They give out 10 boomerangs each. That's 500 customers. Same numbers, $600 per trip per year. This is where you get the override, that green circle. Because remember, these are not your customers. So these people will get 50%, but you're going to get that override. So you're going to get a payout of 10% override of $58 per day. That averages to $1,726 a month. Now, this might be all you need just to help you breathe a little bit better. I don't know. But for me, I would love to be able to take him an average of $20,710 every year just on an override of someone else going out and getting customers. So one of the fastest growing segments of travel is the ride share industry. You guys have heard of it. You heard of Uber, you've heard of Lyft. Well, we are Vibe Ride. That is our second vertical, and that is something that you need to be excited about. Why? Because they are Vibe riding right now in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and Tampa, as well as Dallas and Houston, Texas. Vibe Ride is up and running right now. Our second vertical. Remember, we start with iGo, with the travel, because that's attractive. We get our customers into the Priv, and then the Priv is going to sell all our other verticals. Because why? The Priv is our technology. We are a technology company. And this is not just the beginning. Guys, you don't know where we're going. We are looking to take this company into a $1 billion company in the next 3 to 5 years. And guess what? We have the opportunity right now. We are on ground level. We have the opportunity to join this company at the beginning. I didn't get a seat at the table when Uber started, or Airbnb, or Google, or Facebook, or Amazon. But the same way Amazon started with books and now they sell everything, that's exactly what iBoomerang is going to look like. We are going to be a household name. So like I said, we start with iGo. Companies are knocking on our doors now because they want their product to be our next vertical. But we are only going to bring in things that we can go ahead and give customers a discount, a savings, so that we as ambassadors can get paid on their savings. So rideshare industry, this is a $1.2 trillion industry, the transportation industry, and rideshare is $24.4 billion of that. So we have 98 million rideshare passengers, 5.3 million drivers and growing. And guys, we are going to take the rideshare company by storm. And here's one of our little commercials. You go ahead and you download an app, and then your customers choose their vibe.
No, we just different, you can't make a clone.
You know I'm a DJ, right? You should know this.
Choose your way. Got a whole lot of race. Choose your way. Got a whole lot of race. Choose your way. Got a whole lot of race. Choose your way. Got a whole lot of race. Choose your way.
You know the vibes.
Amazing, right? So this is the new gig economy, and right now this commercial is being shown in Florida and in Texas for you to choose your vibe. So what does that mean? That also means that we have girl power, a girl power button, where if you are a female passenger, you can press that girl power and choose yourself a female driver. Vice versa, if you're a female driver and you only want to pick up females, it's late at night, you only feel safe with female passengers, you hit the girl power button, same way. So guys, what was that? I'm sorry. So Vibe Ride is the next generation ride share. We have 3 ways to earn. A lot of people right now overseas are out of work. So if they have a car, as long as their car passes the suitable standards and they pass the background checks, we can offer people jobs right now to drive in those areas. So they can earn, you can earn when you drive. You could be a driver too if you want, or you can earn when others drive. So build yourself a fleet. So your drivers away can build a fleet, or you can build a fleet from here in Bermuda if you know people who live in Florida and in Texas for now. But we're going to cross state. The next stop is going to be Atlanta, Georgia. Well, the Georgia area, sorry, and then we'll be doing state by state, and then we'll go countrywide. So you also earn when your customers ride. So you get yourself some passengers. You know that people going away and they're traveling to Miami and to Texas, to Florida and to Texas. Give them a code. It's just a little code. Snap your phone, give them a code, let them download the app, and then they could call for a Vibe car. And every single time that they ride in that Vibe car, you're going to be paid. This is what the pay looks like. This is based on a $100 breakdown. What I like about iBoomerang is that they always make sure they pay the person who's doing the most work the most money. So the driver's going to get 75%. If you refer that driver, if that's somebody that you've given your code to, then you're going to get 3% of every single ride that he does. So if he does 10, 15 rides per day, each time he does one and closes a transaction, you're going to get 3% sent to your account. The drive share pool will also get 3%. If you refer a passenger, a rider, same thing, 3%. Each time your passenger uses that car, any of those Vibe Ride cars, you're going to get paid 3%. And guys, this is daily pay. And you're also going to earn 3% in the ride share pool. So do you boomerang? Can't even say it. Yes, I boomerang, and we want you to be boomerangers too. We want you to be part of the family, and all it is giving out a code. You're going to get a customer, a driver, or a rider. This is all we're doing right now. Okay, other things are coming, but this is what we're doing right now successfully. You're also going to give codes. You're going to give your codes, and the person's going to go to igoboom.com. The codes are smart. They're going to take your customers to the correct landing page, whether it be the travel, the Vibe driver, or the Vibe rider. And guys, iBoomerang, they are so awesome that every time you activate a boomerang, we nourish a child through the Boom Foundation. Okay, we nourish a malnourished child. Over 4.4 million purposes of servings of nutrition were served in 2019 alone. So we love to give back. So how do you get started? We're looking at an enrollment fee of $49.95. That's for standby. You're going to get your Boomerang customer site. That's up to 35%. 5 boomerangs to send out. 25% direct travel savings bonus. That means that instead of you getting $106, if you was in standby, you would have only got $53. You're going to get 25% referral commissions if you happen to need a travel company. Remember, we are not travel agents. If you need a travel agent, You can refer your customer to Extreme Travel and you will be paid 25% of the referral commissions. You have the I Decide presentation. This is an awesome presentation. It's about 20 minutes in your back office, and your ambassador online management system. That's the glue that keeps everything together. So I'm going to talk more about that on the second slide. So guys, we want you to pick a plan. We want you to get on the plane, pick a seat. We have coach, business, and first class. You're going to go coach class. You have hotels, flights, and rental cars on your site. That's all you're going to see on your booking engine. And this booking engine is for you and 4 other people in your family to book on. Hotels, flights, rental cars, that's coach. Flights are there, but guys, I just need to say, and I need you to write this down, that flights are not discounted. We cannot discount flights because they are FAA regulated and they fluctuate way too much. If you choose business class, you're going to get everything coach has to offer, plus cruises. So if you are one who likes to cruise, then you don't want to be in coach class because you're not even going to see cruises on your booking engine. Okay, and then you have first class. In first class, you have everything that business class has. You have homes, weeks, marketplace, lifestyle, and timeshare. Coach class, you're going to get 10 boomerangs. You're going to get 50% of the travel savings bonus on hotels, rental cars, and cruises, which means that if someone books a cruise and you are in coach class and they save $1,000, instead of you getting that $500, like you would if you was getting 100% of the bonuses, you're going to get $250. The boomerangs are worth at least $300 each at the least. That's only based on someone taking one trip. But 10 boomerangs will give you $3,000. In business class, you're going to get 25 boomerangs. You're going to get 100% travel savings bonuses on hotels, rental cars, and cruises. And in first class, you're going to get 50 boomerangs and also 100% travel savings bonuses on everything that we have. Guys, I need you to know that your customers will have every opportunity to book all that we have to offer from the first class package. And you need to know this. Why? Because if you are in coach or business class and your customer books any services that are in first class and they save $1,000, $2,000, you are not going to get paid that bonus. So you get more bang for your buck if you go into first class. That's our premium service. So we have the dual team. The dual team is just for my business builders. If you decide that you want to build a team, I will provide you with all the information. I don't want to overwhelm you if you're not going that route. But when you decide to build a dual team, you get that override for your team. You get 10% in coach, 12% for business class, and 15% for first class. If this makes sense to you right now, just know that first class, that 15% is more than 10%. And this is your weekly pay. Okay, coach class, you're going to have a one-time investment of $250 plus the $49.95. Business class, you're going to have the $500 investment, one-time investment plus $49.95. And first class, guys, this is the last day. First class is normally $1,000, but up until midnight, you have the opportunity to get it for $799 because our CEO, Mr. Holtenbugs, has put his own money, $3 million between April and May, back into iBoomerang so that he could give us an economic stimulus package and help us to get going with all what's going on at these times. So I say, take HB's money. He's given it, take it, and go ahead and use that savings, that discount of $200 to get yourself started first class. Any package that you pick, you're going to be looking at a $99.95 overhead per month. This is what keeps your business open. If we have any business owners on the line, you know that to pay $100 per month overhead, whether you're making $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $100,000 a month is nothing. But you need to have yourself overhead. You need to have a monthly subscription fee because this is what's going to make you earn a legitimate business. Okay. The good thing about this, what comes if it's $99.95? And guys, let me just tell you, this is equivalent to buying a $3.50 Welch's fruit punch juice per day unit. That's how little it is. You can't even, it's cheaper than buying the paper that you use for a business. So what comes with this is that you're going to get your back office, you're going to get all your payroll done, You're going to have all your reporting done on your travel savings ministers. It's going to record your customers. And what's more than that is that you're going to get 10 new boomerangs every month, which is a value of $3,000. So you can't beat that. So we want you to get started, and we want you to get started now. And I'm going to go through this last slide and just move this out the way. And it's two things that I need you to think about. Do you want to join the company as a travel savings ambassador, a business partner, or do you want to become a customer? It's a win-win situation. Either way, we love you, okay? If you join as a TSA, you have 3 options. You could just say, you know what, this looks good doing, but I'm just interested in doing the travel savings part. I just want access to that up to 70%. So you join and you just be a number 1. You just do travel savings purposes, your own travel. Or you might say, I'm not interested in building a team, but number 2, I'll be interested in getting customers. That's easy enough. You give out the free code to your family and friends, you get your bonus of 50% on whatever they save. Or you might be that special individual who feels that you see the vision, and you want to be a team because you want to create that generational wealth for your family. So you do 1, 2, and 3, and you build a team. And what do you have to do to build a team? All you're doing is inviting people to join the company as a TSA. Just like someone invited you to this call, you are rewarded with a startup bonus for every person you join, and you're paid an override on their business volume and their savings. So that means that if you decide to join today, and you get people on our next call at 3 o'clock or at 5:30 today, and they decide that they join, that means that you start earning immediately. You're not paid today, but your earnings are there and they're recorded as of today. Or you just become a customer, and the person who invited you will give you that 6-digit code, and you will have access to the 35% off on our website. Okay, so I'm just going to end this now with one last slide from Mr. Holtenbugs. It's less than a minute while I get our leader.
When I look at iBoomerang and how big the opportunity is, I compare it to the giants in business, not the giants in network marketing. I've watched Uber, I've watched Amazon, I've watched Airbnb, and I've watched them take an unlimited approach to encompassing the entire world and be able to have the entire world participate in their mission. And iBoomerang is no different. You know, travel is something that's huge. It's $8.7 trillion every year, and that's only one component of what we'll be able to do.